Today we're testing the 3 strongest knots for braided line. I'm going to show you one knot that you should never tie with braid because it slips like crazy. Most beginners use it and most beginners lose fish because of it. Welcome back to For Reals Fishing, the testing center where we do all the nut busting and line breaking so you don't lose fish. Braid is strong, but it is also slick. So the wrong knot will slip, pop, or weaken your line badly. So today we're testing which knot actually holds up and which one you need to avoid. First, we're going to be testing the Palomar knot represented by the orange fishing bead. Second, we're going to test the uni knot represented by the green fishing bead. And third, we're going to test the trilene knot represented by the blue fishing bead. We're going to test each fishing knot twice. Then we're going to show you the fishing knot never to use with fishing braid because it slips. So here we go, loading up test 1 of the Palomar knot. First up, the Palomar knot. A lot of anglers swear by this knot because it grabs onto the braided line really well and it's simple for beginner fishermen to tie. Let's see how it does. Test 1 of the Palomar knot. There you can see the break on test 1 of the Palomar knot. And the 20-pound broke at 31.9 pounds of tensile strength. That's pretty good. Okay, here we have test 2 of the Palomar knot. Okay, there's test 2 of the Palomar knot. And that broke at 27.8 pounds of tensile strength. So that's pretty good. 20-pound braided fishing line. Next up, the uni knot, one of the most reliable, beginner-friendly knots out there. The uni knot is represented by the green fishing bead. Doing 2 tests. All right, let's give test 1 a pull. 20-pound braid. Mm. Mm. Wow. Wow. Okay, there's uni knot 1. And that broke at 36.3 pounds of tensile strength. Okay, here's the second test on the uni knot. Once again, the uni knot is represented by the green fishing bead. Let's see how this one does. Okay, here we got the uni knot, the second test. And there you can see it broke right at the knot. This here is the tag. And that one broke at 23.6 pounds of tension. Okay, next up, the trilene knot, outstanding with mono, But how does it handle? With slippery braid. We're going to do 2 tests. See how it holds up. Test 1. Let's see what happens. Braided fishing line with the trilene knot. Can you trust it? Okay, test 1 on a trilene knot. Here's the break. And test 1 broke at 30.6 pounds of tensile strength. Okay, we're testing the trilene knot. Doing a second test on a trilene knot, represented by the blue fishing bead. See how the trilene knot does with braided fishing line. Get tight. Okay, here we got the second test on a trilene knot, and that broke at 28.4 pounds of tension. Now I'm going to show you the one fishing knot that you never ever want to use with braided fishing line. Before I mention the knot, does anyone know it? The one knot you never ever want to use with braided fishing line because it will slip out. And I'm going to tell you which knot that is in a second. Here we go. It's right here on top and bottom. I'm going to apply tension to these 2 knots and let's see if it slips. Look at the top. See the tag disappearing? Bottom's disappearing too. Both knots are slipping. Slip right out. Slip right out. You never ever want to use the clinch knot with braided fishing line. It will slip. You will lose fish. When we tested the Palomar knot, the uni knot, and the trilene knot, they all broke at about 29 pounds of tension or tensile strength. If you notice on that clinch knot that I just tested, that clinch knot slipped at about 10 pounds of pull force tension. So there's a big difference there. Okay, let me tell you some pros and cons of each fishing knot we looked at today. There's no doubt that the Palomar knot is strong and easy for beginner fishermen. The only 2 concerns I have with the Palomar knot is 1, when you're tying this fishing knot, if you're using a big lure with treble hooks on it, it might be hard to get that loop over the bait with all them treble hooks. The second thing I want to add about the Palomar knot, sometimes when you're tightening it, the knot will actually tighten on the hook before the knot is finished. In that case, you just drop the tag and pull the main line. Then that'll cinch it up nice. Then you cut your tag. Now, as far as the uni knot goes, the 3 knots we tested, the Palomar and the trilene knot, both have 2 lines that go through the eye of the hook or the eye of the lure. The Palomar knot and the trilene knot both have double lines through the eye of the hook. Technically, the uni knot only has 1 line through the eye of the hook. You would make your number 6 and finish the knot. For this series of testing, I wanted to make it easy because the Palomar knot has 2 lines through the eye of the hook and the trilene has 2 lines through the eye of the hook. I put 2 lines through the eye of the hook with the uni knot. But technically, when you put two lines through the eye of the hook on a uni knot and then finish it like a uni knot, it becomes a fishing full knot. And that's just a technical issue. As far as the clinch knot, I did many tests with mono and braid. And although people love this fishing knot, it slips like crazy, the clinch knot. Easy to tie, beginners love it, but it's a very inferior knot. There's a lot better choices, and it will slip on mono and braid. Now let's test some more fishing knots and fishing line. Click the link below, and let's check out some of your favorite fishing lines and fishing knots and see how they do.